What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve here. Just finished up at physical therapy. In today's video, we're going to stop by the grocery store. Guys, we are currently in the grocery store and I will be buying heavy all day. Filling up the cart. Sweet and spicy sriracha sauce from Chick-fil-A. This stuff is not only rare, this stuff is also the GOAT. So I have people out there who will complain and put out content about every little small scam there is going on in the hobby. I mean, a hobby that you choose to be in by your own free will. Yet we'll go to the grocery store and pay 10 cents for a bag. Is there a bigger scam out there than that? This reminds me of a bunch of crying, whiny little bitches.
Come to my window.
If that offends you, then it just proves my point. Hopefully I get some cards in the mail. Cheap pickup of a great defensive player, Chris Jones. This is the red and yellow prism, which in this case will also be a color match, numbered out of 44. I am expecting a package from FedEx. Boom shakalaka. If that package does arrive, it'll take up a majority of this video. So what we have here is a 25 card PSA return that we will get into, but first I still have some chores to do. And we also may do some wild dingus hunting. It just depends on the weather, whether or not we can get out to the location. Today here in the 302, we're at a place called Big Stone Beach, another place on the Delaware Bay. We will be looking for birds. Up there nested on that tower is actually a couple ospreys, one of the birds of prey here on the Delaware coast. Driftwood, and of course the wild dingus. This here is a member of the dingus species. However, this is not the one we are looking for. This is a tame dingus, as you can tell by the purple strap around its neck. 302 downtown stickers have come in. I have not decided what I'm going to do with these yet. It's Daisy! Daisy, I hope you got some energy because we have some work to do. Yes, I know you don't like to do this, but we got to do it for the people. Okay? We do it for the peeps. Very good. And now you get blueberries. If you guys would like to participate again in a national giveaway fundraiser with these downtown stickers, please comment below. Got some custom inscription on these. We have Sand Stomper, Dingosaurus Rex, finest beast in all the East, Dingus Power, Trace Cerodos. First and foremost, anyone who donated over $10 for only one Daisy Color Blast sticker, you guys already have a downtown on the way. Dropping off the 302 downtown stickers. Thank you guys for your donations. You're awesome. Which me and the dingus have personally inscribed. Let's get into some of this PSA return before you guys shut off the video looking at my boring life. I submitted this order on March 22nd. Today is April 19th, and the package has already returned super quick. This was the monthly special of $16.99 for modern cards, and this was also shipped to me from New Jersey. So being in Delaware, shipping did not take very long at all. In fact, the order took less than 30 days from the time that it left my hands and ended back to my house, and I did not say 30 business days, 30 days total. It's a big mix. It's got some modern quarterbacks in it, some parallels, some case hits, a baseball card, a couple veterans. It also has a small stack of Des Ridder cards that I bought really cheap. So we're going to go ahead and breeze through the Des Ridder cards very quickly because you guys probably care the least about those. Have a select green prism, and it gets an 8. An 8. Way to start off the order with an 8.
Well, bring out the gimp.
Numbered out of 5. None of these Des Ridders did I pay over $40 for. I'm just looking for 9s to break even. 10s, pretty nice profit considering what I paid for these raw. Anything less like an 8 is pretty much booty cakes. Got another green. This is a green disco out of 5, and this one gets a 9. This is a blue prism select. Gets the PSA 10. Guys, I believe I bought this card for $5. I'll try to flash some of the prices up here, but not all of them because we are going to cruise through this. But if I bought that for $5 and graded it for $17 and it 10, that's going to be a hell of a turnaround. This here, another 8. We're doing good, guys. We're 4 cards in and we have 3 8s. This one again is numbered out of 10. I might get a second opinion on some of these. Ritter, Cosmic, and boom, with a 10. With a 10 on a Cosmic. That's a great grade. That's a great grade. This is a explosive gold out of 10. Gets a PSA 9. I'll take that. I expected a 9 on this one. It did have a little teeny bit of corner wear on the back. Not upset with that. And I think the last Des Ritter, this one's numbered out of 7. So this is the Orange Pulsar. Gets a 10. Gets a 10. There we go. The Orange Pulsar with a 10. I bought these so cheap. To get these 10s is going to be really good turnarounds. This part of the yard is where I feed my birds. I got my bird feeders. I got these things on the fence that I got to put some corn up on. My bat box, my bench, little bird bath, and then a peanut box. Now we'll alternate a card from this stack and this stack because I believe these are mostly modern quarterbacks and this is just random stuff. The Tom Brady I picked up in Philly gets an 8.
Which one of them you want to do first?
Numbered out of 25 on a Supernatural. I do believe the pop report on this is a pop 2 with none higher. So these just must be tough to grade because I thought easily it was a 9. Wasn't expecting a 10, but hey, I don't believe players like Tom Brady and stuff, they like to 10 too much. They will give you 10s on some of the more obsolete players. However, Desmond Ritter got spanked with some 8s.
I'll spank my ass and call me Charlie.
This is an Anthony Richardson out of 5. This is the Flash Graffiti from Plates and Patches. Let's go with a 10. Oh, this is a great grade for this card. This is going to be some good eating right here. Those of you who inquired about Daisy's dog food, when I make it, what I use. First of all, I have a can of peas and carrots, 1 can of yams, a bag of whole grain brown rice, a little bit of turmeric in it. And then I just add whatever protein I want to use, whether it's ground beef, ground chicken, or ground turkey, sometimes ground bison or venison, and I'll just rotate that every other week to like a different meat. Might save this to take to the National. Case hit Aaron Rodgers Metropolis. Before I flip this over, the CJ Stroud in a Metropolis sells for well over $1,000. And I know that this is Aaron Rodgers and CJ Stroud is the most popular quarterback in the market. But to get a good grade on this would be awesome. I paid $135 for it raw. Let's go, 10. Got a 10 on the Metropolis case hit in the Jets uniform. He doesn't have many good cards in the Jets uniform. So there we go with a 10 on the Aaron Rodgers. Another metal card, American Metal. One of my favorite case hits of the year, Bryce Young. Gets the 10 on the Bryce with the American flag background. My lighting is trash. But we're not going to stop. We got to get the video done. Patrick Mahomes case hit. This is the Visionaries from Select. And it gets a 9. What do you know? Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes get the 8s and the 9s. And I have been up and down this beach, and I've still not been able to locate a wild dingus. Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson get the 10s. But hey, we'll take it. Got a Will Levis American Metal. And that one gets a 10 also. So good young hot quarterbacks that people are after. I got another Will Levis here, so we might as well check this one out. And we're doubling up on the 10s. We are going to go ahead and change the angle, see if we can get some better light, because I can already see the comments below. People saying, your lighting is terrible. But you guys know we spared no expense here for special effects on the channel. We're going to bounce over here to this stack now. And we got a CJ Stroud, which gets a 10. Any CJ Stroud in a 10 is good. His stuff is just hot. This is the Flamethrowers out of 199. Put that there. Back to another one of the American Metal inserts. The Joe Burrow case hit. Gets a 10. Which I'll take. Trying to get better lighting on it again, but the shadows are just brutal. I've already had a $150 offer on this card. All of this stuff is available. If you're interested, hit me up on Instagram. And some of the PSA photos I actually listed on eBay before the order arrived. I had a $150 offer on this, and I believe I paid $80 for it raw, so I'm into it for about $100. So I'm looking to get a little more than $150. Also, the Will Levises that I showed, I've been offered $210 for one of these. I bought one for $80 and one for $100. A PSA 8 did over $100, so I'm feeling like $210 offer for a PSA 10. Not necessarily a strong offer, and I'm not that desperate to sell this stuff. A lot of this stuff I do want to move off of, but some of these younger quarterbacks I'll be willing to hold closer to the national. Some of the other veterans and stuff I want to sell to recoup some of my money that I have tied in. I'm going to go over here to the Anthony Richardson White Thrillers. It gets a PSA 9. I knew this had a surface flaw. This one's numbered out of 149, but I was expecting a 9 on that. Another American Metal insert. I paid $60 for this Jalen Hurts, and it gets a 10. Another case hit with a 10 on the Jalen Hurts. The Aaron Rodgers, this is a Fire and Ice out of 35. The Jets uniform. Cool looking pattern. Gets a PSA 9. It is what it is. No complaining. Cheap pickup. Not into the card for a whole lot of money. The Bay here is not typically a place where people like to build vacation homes or anything. They like to go a little further south here in Delaware. But this is a house that was built years ago, and you can see where the beach has eroded. The water comes right up to the house now. Bounce back over here. Travis Kelce out of 25. Number 1 out of 25. The arcade mode parallel from Plates and Patches. Booms out. A 10-piece. And these cards look cool with the arcade vintage retro look. This was a $10 pickup. This Matt Stafford. This is a black flamethrowers out of 10. I know what it is. I bought it for only $10 and I figured grading it. What did I have to lose? I got a 9. So I believe worst case scenario, I'll break even. Don't think I'll lose on that if I find somebody that likes Matt Stafford or the Rams. Got the CJ Stroud nuclear case hit. This one gets a 9. My first Plates and Patches insert of the metal cards, it gets a 9. But hey, I won't complain with all of the 10s that I got. This is a Bo Nix Leaf auto that I picked up at Philly. This one is numbered out of 6. And it gets a 7. I believe this has to be the screw job of the order. We'll definitely look at this again and probably snap this out. We're coming down to the last 2 cards. I guess we're just not going to be lucky enough to find one today. We have a case hit of Bryce Young. This is a Spectra Ultraviolet. These cards are tough to grade. Anything out of Spectra is pretty tough to grade. And gets a 10, which is super sweet. I paid $200 for this, so I needed it to 10. Just like the Anthony Richardson that I got a 10 on. I paid like $250 for that flash metal or that flash graffiti out of 5. Like scattering peanuts on the ground for the Blue Jays. The only problem with that is, and then the Bobby Witt I picked up for $50 at the Philly show. This is an Aqua Shimmer Refractor. The only baseball card and final card of the order. Gets a 10. I'll take a 10 on a Bobby Witt any day because, again, he is hot and the baseball season is in full swing. Wild dinguses also like peanuts. That's the submission, guys. When it's all said and done, I had 14 10s, 7 9s, 3 8s, and 1 7. I'm headed to the mailbox to get today's mail, which I'll show you in next video. I also got a notification that another 45 card PSA order just popped. This is the order that I submitted in Philly at the Philly show. So again, barely over a month to get the cards back. This one was with a group submitter. So we'll talk about that one in the next video, which is going to put me over 70 slabs that now I have to sell, which will probably be another video. If you guys are interested in the downtowns, make sure you comment below and I'll figure out what I want to do about those. I'm thinking maybe $10. Is that too expensive? Is that fair? Is that something you guys can do? Thanks for joining me in this one. I got to wrap it and I'll see you next time.